We are Legion.
We are all.
We are one.
We are
Watching. Florida Illuminati.
I whistle a lot. I sing a lot, I whistle a lot, hum a lot, and I eat a lot. But I hardly poop at all.
That explains why you're so full of shit.
Exactly. It's a one-way ticket to Nowheresville in here, sandwich. So don't even try. All right, so I guess we should get going.
That's way too much.
That was weird, right?
That
I was talking to a sandwich that was going to be a future poop.
That was not great.
Having a conversation.
Not great.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, folks. Having that conversation. All right, so here we go. I miss doing this. I kind of missed it last week.
I didn't.
Didn't?
No.
No, I feel very rested. I guess I feel very refreshed. So here we go. Oh my God.
It was probably better that I had a week to calm down.
All right, well, we'll get to that. So here we go. Hey folks, how you doing? We already have somebody out there in Twitchtown, USA. So nice to see you. If you're out there riding in your car or you're pushing a shopping buggy through a local supermarket while you shop and listen to us on headphones, however you enjoy us, thank you for joining us. It's me, it's Tedsallis. We're back. With me as always, Padme1138 is here. How are you, my dear? Hey, I made a little poem. And I didn't make it creepy, I didn't think.
You always make it creepy.
No, I didn't try to make it creepy. I was trying to make it like nice and tender and sweet to you.
Okay.
My honey. How are you? I'm always a hair's breadth away from being in trouble, guys. This is my life. Most of you guys are living the same way. Hey, Merv, how are you? Oh, Merv, let me see. He sent me a message. What did he say? Oh, God. He probably sent me regrets because I asked him if he wanted to be on the show with us. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. He's not feeling well. And a couple of times we would love to have you, Merv. I'm sorry you're not feeling well, but it sounds like you're living exactly like I like to live. And you should put a little something in your coffee like I did to warm your tum-tum and help you through your cold.
Oh, no, he has a cold?
Yeah, I said he's not feeling too great. And it's probably pretty cold in England. I feel like the weather's like you hate it the most all the time there. So that's fine. Stop scowling at my innocent baby kitten.
No, I'm watching what the other one is doing on your shoes.
She just likes to smell them. She's a freak. So let's not have cat talk this week. Let's talk about cards and digital collectibles. Okay, so tarot cards we haven't been here in a couple of weeks, so not obviously either we're super lazy or not a lot has been going. A lot has been going, but didn't feel like having a show last week. It wasn't enough. We needed a break, and sometimes you just need a break, and we took one, and it was nice and very relaxed. And so we're raring to go. I hope we sound good out there. If anybody in Twitchtown is listening, and if we sound tinny or anything like that, or if I sound like I have a Midwestern accent, please let me know, and we'll try to get that straightened out. Let's get into it. Tarot cards, it's that kind of slow time. We're just kind of getting, we got out of the Halloween and into there's the Thanksgiving time. Really not a lot. We didn't get a monster turkey that kills people movie this year, which is really disappointing. Maybe there will be. I don't know. I doubt it.
Turkey time.
That's true. I mean, actually, the time for it to start would be right before Thanksgiving or right on. Just do the whole thing as boom, one thing on Thanksgiving Day.
You think you made it to Thanksgiving and boom.
Then the turkey hits you from behind.
Yep.
Remember that turkey at Disney that one time that was like standing by the line? It was standing by the side of the road and it was gobbling. And it was just standing there, gobble, 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 gobble. And he had a little hen down below and a little tree down below there. And so he was just standing there guarding his shit.
Gobbled. I was just like...
And so we pulled, it was like a drive-through turkey. We pulled up really slow next to him and I rolled the window down and he was about 5-6 feet away from Crystal and standing there, gobble, 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 gobble. And she just couldn't believe that they actually do that. That sound that you've heard, that cliche, that's actually the sound of a turkey.
Dude,
yes.
You are a cliche. What are you doing?
Yeah, he was there for it. So anyways, he didn't attack us, so that's good. Maybe we'll see him again. We're hoping to go soon. We actually might have been there this week, but the weather turned afoul. So we're here anyway. So nothing there. They did on Tarot Cards. They have a new movie which is called. That's the Friday drop called Night Feeder, and I have no idea what it is, but it looks pretty gross and kind of scary. And I thought the tagline should the tagline for it should have been "He hungry, y'all." Night Feeder. He hungry, y'all. And the other thing too is he's a feeder. He's actually I believe he actually goes out and feeds other people. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Okay.
You know, everybody automatically thinks it's going to be something bad with a night feeder or one of these movies, but he could just be going out and helping feed people. That'd be really a nice thing, especially around this holiday season, folks. Let's look out for each other. So yeah, the other thing Previn's working on is on the NFT side. He was talking to Chantel Handley, who was she did the amazing Halloween set from a couple of years ago. Gorgeous. She works in pastels really quickly too. Very, very fast artist, but really good, really beautiful rendering skin and portraitures. Fantastic, really great artist. So he's been talking to her about all the stuff he's been doing on wax and trying to get her to come in over there. She's been selling NFTs on OpenSea or trying to. Apparently some friend of hers had sold some NFTs on there and had sold them for a lot of money because OpenSea had that little boom time where people were selling their kids drawing for $100,000 and some crazy bullshit like that. Literally, that's how it was going over there. And so she's gotten to it kind of late. And even though the quality of her work definitely merits great attention and definitely a high price, she's way, way, way off the rails in terms of what she came over to wax with price-wise. I was very excited to see what she's doing. She's not doing any of her Universal Monster stuff or any of her portrait or monster portraiture stuff for now. She was just dipping her toe in, but she has a series of artwork that she does that's called Surfer Girl. And because she surfs, she's like over in Australia or whatever. So I'm a surfer and I'm interested in that. I like surf art and I've collected it on Neon Mob and stuff like that. So I was really excited to see that she was coming over, but the pricing, oh my God, I just could not. It was really very insanely expensive. And so I said no. But he's talking to her and trying to get her to come around to maybe something like a more mass release. Something a little more approachable for us poors over in wax. So we'll see how that goes. But he's still working with Kelly Maroney. He was helping with the campaign that she was doing. Kelly Maroney's the actress who was in The Night of the Comet, and she was the cheerleader in that one. And she was working because sometimes these monster movies, I don't know if you guys knew this, these horror movies have cheerleaders and teenagers and stuff in it. But she played a teenager with an Uzi in Night of the Comet, which is really fucking badass. And so the costume was up for auction, and she was able to round up enough money through donations and what she had to buy the thing. So she got it back, and Previn's going to be working with her on maybe like a photo shoot or something like that, so she can do an NFT off of that and kind of commemorate that event. So it'll be kind of like a Tarot Cards Now type release thing, which he's never said that, but I just thought of it. So you're welcome to take that, Previn. Tarot Cards Now. Breaking Tarot Cards news. We got an NFT for it just that quick. We're so nimble. So anyway, so that's fun. Over in the wider world of the blockchain, I was talking last about how the deadline had come for the Power Rangers redemption, which was sold through Hasbro Pulse. That was a really complicated thing, and I guess a lot of people were not capable of A, figuring it out, B, understanding that they were only shipping like to the US, I think, for the thing, and C, just like meeting deadlines of any kind. They said, okay, you buy between these 7 days. Everybody seemed to have an okay time with that. Between this days and this days, you could buy the thing on Hasbro Pulse, and then they would give you the NFT, and then on a certain date, they would airdrop you. If you had the NFT or the pack, they'd give you a coin, and the coin is what you would take over to Hasbro Pulse and redeem, and then you would get your thing in the mail in August. It's not even shipping until next August.
Wow, next doll? Wow.
But it was a fairly savage start to finish. It was only like 14 days, like we're selling it, selling. Okay, the sale's over. Now it's redemption. Boom, now that's over. So no sooner did they get to know the redemption, all these fucking dumbasses come out of the goddamn woodwork. Hey guys, when's that redemption? When am I going to get my thing? I got my coin. If they got their coin, that means they didn't redeem it. They're a fucking dumbass. So I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 of these fucking idiots showed up over the course of a week and started crying to Hasbro and stuff. So Hasbro, they relented and opened the redemption back up again. It's gone up a little bit. It looks like we'll probably come in with probably 200 of those coins still left unredeemed. After that point, hopefully they just say, fuck y'all to any future crybabies that show up that miss this goddamn thing. So, because now it doesn't end till the end of November. It's like November 29th is the end of the thing. So there's a little grace period there. I'm sure in future redemptions, they will make that a little wider window. I was sure that this was going to narrow how many people were able to buy the thing and redeem. And that's why I went in on it. And I think a lot of people did that as well, because of the fact that it was a savage redemption and because of the fact that it was going to result in less of them being sold and less of them being redeemed for. Therefore, more rarity, more value, yada, yada, yada. That's what we're trying to do here. In any case, it's back open again. Only a few more have been redeemed. I was kind of pissed about it when I heard it first, but only a couple more are going to get redeemed. And then after that, we'll see what happens with the people that show up that are still having a problem with time and how it moves in one direction. It's a routine thing in this space, though, that I see people that, like, they want the freedom, they want, all the fuck the man kind of stuff about this deal, but when it comes time for their own personal accountability and being an adult in that space, they don't seem capable, and they all want fucking grandpa to fix shit for them. And this goes to guys who buy wax off of exchanges or buy any crypto on an exchange and then send it to the wrong wallet, and then immediately go to a Discord somewhere and start asking for help on this dumb mistake that they did, or the guy that accepts a trade from somebody that's a blatant ripoff and they accidentally accepted the wrong trade, and then they immediately go and tell everybody what an idiot they are and how they fucking made a mistake, and then they want somebody to fix it for them. And it's just it's infuriating. It's a maddening thing that I guess it's just human nature. But boy, I sure get tired of seeing it, and there seems to be no end of it. They have people there that there was when Wax first started up in 2017, it was actually an Ethereum offshoot token, and or something like that. It was a different type of blockchain at the time, and so they sold these tokens, and everybody that went in on it early had these tokens. Now, eventually, they switched it over to another chain, and there was an exchange program that ran for a long period of time, like a year-long window. Okay, we're talking about the entirety of 2019 was the exchange program from the old token to the new token, which everything is now currently on and is obviously hot shit and working great and going killer. So all these people that bought the original token, and they might have bought like $5-10 of it, a couple of years, a few years ago, when it was nothing, because it was literally zero, like 0.001 for a long time. 0.00001. People could have bought a lot of wax for very little money and had it sitting around. And now that it's mooning the fuck out, it's like almost 90. It's holding at 90 cents. People are like, well, gosh, I better get how do I get my wax out of here? I want to see how much wax I have and how much it's all worth. And they've missed that redemption period. Completely ended in 2019. It's 2021. It's like 2 years ago, right? So they're still showing up in Discords and asking, how do I exchange these tokens? So that's how it's going to go in this space from now on. There's just going to be people that are not capable of dealing with anything in the world. And hopefully they're just going to have a really bad time in this space because they don't belong there. I tell them all the time, go play Topps apps. You'll love it there. Daddy will fix everything and give you a fucking Werther's original when he's done. Hot Wheels. Oh my God. Geez, I did so terrible with Hot Wheels. I got a bad Q spot. Everybody in the world was ready for that goddamn thing. I got a terrible Q spot. I only got 2 for retail. I got 2 4-packs, which is like nothing. A lot of people were able to get 2 of the jumbos and 2 of the things. I didn't do well on that. And then when they went live on the exchange, they were nuts. They settled down to a little comfy place for a few minutes, and I was able to grab a couple of jumbos and some 4-packs, and then I was ready for pack opening. But man, I didn't pull for shit. The treasure hunt, which is limited to 600 count, is insanely hot, and it's ranging. It's up and down. It's all over the place. It goes from $1,000 to $2,500 overnight some days. It's really wild. But the action on those has been insanely hot. The jumbo packs now are around $140, $150. That's up from a retail of $35 when they originally went on sale. So that's what they're trading for in the secondary. They're going for a lot. And the heat around the NFT treasure hunt is just blazing insane. I didn't get one. I did get a few of the premiums over the course of a couple of days of fucking around. I'd buy packs, sell off my shit, buy a couple of more packs, basically just spending down what I had budgeted for this thing, which is I had budgeted about 700 wax altogether, and I just did terrible. So I was able to parlay the premiums I had into, because there's so much heat around it, everyone's like, oh, I got to dump off this shit. Well, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Funko, that's going to drop a coin in 2 weeks for the redemption on that. So it's getting very close to the end, and I wanted to get another grail. Well, here's a guy saying, hey, I'm trading a grail for some of those premiums. So I found a match made in heaven trade, and he didn't want my Roger Dodger, which I wanted to keep because that's one of the best ones of the Hot Wheels. So I made the trade and got another grail and pretty much got out of Hot Wheels. I'm kind of out of it. It was too hot for me. Like I said, I'd love to be sitting here and telling of my success, but I didn't have much. There were folks in our group. I think, I want to say Brad, AP55. Holy shit, that guy's been having the fucking week of all time. Between that and Vive, on Vive, he's just been absolutely destroying. This Vive app is crazy, and I really urge people. I've been talking about it for a while, and I'm sorry for anybody that hasn't looked at it up till now. But there's still so much heat in there and so much activity, and you can still get in for a very cheap price. About $7 you can get started in Vive and start working your way up. And I mean, these golden moments, we had talked a couple of weeks ago about how they were coming with the first Star Wars NFTs. And that happened over the course of a week. That was during that Disney celebration week that they had. Every day they had a drop, and they were golden moments. And the first one was The Simpsons. It was Bart and Homer, Homer choking Bart, and then Bart's skateboard. Kind of a weird drop, but those were going for, I think it was 60 gems, and it was blind box. So you either got Homer and Bart, or you got the skateboard, which was actually rarer. And then the next day it was Elsa and I think a little Sorcerer's Apprentice hat.
Okay.
And then they had a Avengers logo, and then they had Iron Man. And then the big one, of course, was the Star Wars, which was C-3PO and R2-D2, R2-D2 being the rarer of the two. And then the last day, the big one for 333 gems was Partners statue. And that one is Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse, kind of walking hand in hand. It's a beautiful statue. It's really nice. And it was limited to, I want to say, very few. I can't remember the numbers on the thing, but it's very rare for Vive. I think it was Brad. I want to say it was Brad was hitting the rebound on that. Somebody in our group was blasting the fuck out of the rebound on that thing, which I don't know how that works, but they were able to buy 2 of the goddamn things, I think. And so those, for their 333 gems, those are going for 10,000 gems now. And that 10,000 gems equates to $10,000. I wasn't able to get in on any of the drops. Every single one of them, guess what they were? 3 p.m. Guess where I am at 3 p.m.?
Napping.
No, I'm driving out of the goddamn car circle. I'm literally like pulling up in a line of cars.
Napping.
Yeah, napping. Yeah, dude. If it's the weekend. but it wasn't. It was all weekdays. Shut up. So I wasn't napping, and people do nap in the car circle, and it's a big problem. We have to wake people up all the time. The traffic will start to go, and here's this guy. You got to go up, and I've had twice this year. I've had to tap on somebody's window and wake them up. So don't talk about that. I don't want that to happen to me. It happened to Brad that one time. Remember?
Oh yeah.
His wife took pictures of it. It was great. So, anyways, I didn't. Yeah. So Hot Wheels is really kind of dead to me, but the Vive is great. And I wasn't able to get into this drops, but I wanted the 3PO one. I really bad. I thought because that was the one I could afford. Number one, I was really close. I had 238 gems at the time when the thing dropped, and I missed. And when I was finally able to get home, they were blazing for a little while, and I was able to watch it until it dipped a little bit, and then I was still 50 gems off, so I had to go in and buy gems. And you're like, did you just spend $50 on something V? Yes, that was me. So I actually bought in so I could get enough to buy the stupid thing, so I bought one. So for I think it was $288, I bought one. Since then, they've gone up to 1,000, and they have not dipped below much since. People they kind of go up and then they go down. They go up. They never go down as far as they went when they started before. The floor is always moving up, and the floor right now seems to be around $1,000 for that one. The R2 is somewhere around, I want to say 2 or 3. And then most of the other ones are the Elsa one's doing really well at around 1,000. I figured that one would. The Frozen one is going to be really popular and will be very popular for a very long time. The cool thing about these things is they'll be around for a long time. And as the first NFTs for all these properties in this space, it's a big fucking deal. So getting one and holding one is a smart move for anybody who's out there who's got, man, if you've been on. Anybody that's in Vive has probably got these things in their set. So lucky for them. The Hot Wheels thing, one funny thing. There are a couple of funny things in the Hot Wheel drop. Number one, we talked about the Jay Leno promo where they're going to show a code, and there was a promo, and you'd get these sticker packs. Well, about the day of the thing, all of a sudden Russia just took over the Discord for the Hot Wheels thing. And I mean, literally, like, all the text for like an entire day was nothing but all this Cyrillic lettering.
Sorry, wow. Could you say that again?
No, I didn't say.
No, Siri.
Siri, I didn't say anything to you. Okay.
Robots.
Cyrillic is what I said. So anyways, so the Russian writing was everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? Because they were all, apparently every Russian bot in the world wanted to get these free Hot Wheels and then sell them so they could buy weapons to sell to guerrillas in Afghanistan. And I don't know. There's some dark web conspiracy around getting all those packs. I don't know what it was, but it was like every Russian in the goddamn world showed up in Discord and everybody was freaking out. And then in the chat for when the Jay Leno thing started up, it was all Russians again. So I don't know how many of those promo packs that they gave away ended up in the hands of Russian mobsters, but they had a really great day, and that was extremely funny. A Schadenfreude moment, or like, oh damn, why didn't I see that moment, was somebody had pulled the treasure hunt, the 600 count one. Number 2, super low numbers, number 2, and they sold it for the regular price of every other one out there on the market for $1,200, which immediately somebody snapped it up and then relisted it for $10,000, which after a day or so it actually sold. So somebody found themselves a really nice flip out of that deal. And again, it wasn't me, so I hate it. So yeah, the only other big thing we're really waiting on right now is the next Funko announcement, which should be in the next couple of days. We're kind of crowded up with stuff because the coin drop for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is on the 1st, and I'm sure they don't want to take any thunder away or have people holding coins up to deadline. So probably it will be after December 1st that we see an announcement for anything. But who knows? It's a holiday week, so it gives them a little breathing room there. So they could just coast through and not say anything. But we may hear something this week. We'll see. And then after that, play to earn. Oh my gosh. I'm talking about Wax and why it's at 90 plus. A big thing that's happening in this space and something that's really catching on is these games called play to earn, where basically they're usually some kind of RPG type thing. I'm actually playing one right now. I'm in a beta that Brad got me into for it's usually like you're colonizing Mars. So you have a couple of or another planet, or you build a farm or something like that. There's always an economy. It's an economy game, and I've always enjoyed economy games and done okay in them stuff. So I'm interested in this. And apparently it's a big fucking deal that Wax is really leveraging very hard, and it's moving into a lot of different aspects of gaming. And you will be seeing more and more of this. People that don't know anything about NFTs that are playing in other games, say Elder Scrolls or Fallout or any of these type games, these tentpole franchises that we see going forward could very possibly have NFT elements coming into play that you would, if you own that, you'd be able to use it in the world. You'd be able to display it in the world. All these kinds of things are they're fantastic money-making opportunities for the gaming companies, number one. So bank on them wanting to fucking do that. And it could also be a lot of fun for us out here, the folks that are actually used to this and playing and collecting and stuff. So the fact that Wax has a blueprint and it seems like a very strong stake in this element of gaming is really cool. The stuff that I'm talking about playing and some of these other folks have been doing and been really successful with are these where you actually play in the economy and after a day or two, I generate some food. Well, I take my food and I sell it in the market for Wax to other farmers that are trying to do more than I am. Basically, you feed the whales. So if you're able to build your thing right and produce enough stuff, you can get way more than you put into it by doing this. So, but it'll take checking in every a couple of times a day probably is as far as I will go. There are people that play these things like hardcore and do nothing but. They're probably multiple windows and blah blah blah. I'm just really obsessed with it. I'm not. I don't want to get there. I don't want to die like a South Korean of dehydration and vitamin deficiencies at my desk. Not for me, friend. But it's a big deal. Wax is doing really well. I'm really happy that I got into it. The coin's been doing fantastic. And then like the big three, we've got Funko now, we've got Hasbro, and we got Mattel. That's three big ass companies fucking around in this space, and they're all on Wax. So Y Tops decided to run somewhere else. They did a Mars Attacks last week. And another chain, third blockchain. This is their third blockchain. These guys literally cannot commit to any one goddamn thing. I don't know if they think that we're just going to, shotgun approach and whichever one's best, that's where we're going to go. But what's going to happen is the fan bases in any of these areas are just going to desert them because these guys all expect a commitment. They want roadmaps. They want white papers. They want to see what are you doing in 3 months, in 6 months, in 12 months, in 5 years with this before they even spend a dime. So they haven't shown really any willingness to commit to anything. So I hate them. And that's about it for that. We're waiting for the Funko drop, and that's about it for the blockchain this week. So yeah, if that was you're here for, thanks for tuning in. Over and back into the world of digital card apps, Disney got the most beautiful base.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're stunning. I thought somebody had made those up. Honestly, I thought like one of the, one of the super talented people in the Reddits had put that together,
Yeah.
They're gorgeous. Full bleed, just a little boop and a little Tops logo. Gorgeous base.
My favorite is that Tinker. It's small.
Yeah, she's like a little tiny little tiny in the middle, like the Ant-Man. That should do that to the Ant-Man when they do the Marvels. Mm-hmm. They should do that.
Yeah, they got great looking base.
Yeah, their app looks like
a
clown threw up in a machine. It's all so much. It's so beautiful and buoyant and translucent, and it's light as a feather, isn't it? It's definitely a vibe. And, again, there's features there that aren't in any of the other apps. I've kind of poked around a little bit over the last week or so just to see what's been going on. And boy, it's so weird how different each of them still feel. The one thing I really haven't opened up is any sports apps. I haven't looked at any of my Bunt or any of those things in quite a while. I'll probably be deleting some of these things at some point. I don't have any use for it. Marvel Collect has been continuing to put out sets based on words that they found, adjectives that they found randomly in a thesaurus nearby. That's where they, instead of their dartboard, they just have a book and they just flip it open and they, boom, okay, ecumenical. All right, wow, Doctor Strange is getting really ecumenical now. Get ecumenical with all your favorite superheroes, like Spider-Man, Wolverine, Snicked. What is ecumenical mean?
Isn't that like churchy?
It feels like churchy. Yeah,
it's like churchy.
Yeah, I feel like it's something churchy. Yeah. All right. So anything else in any of those apps that you've done, or are we almost ready to go to Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't get to keep it weekly yet, do we?
No.
We're not keeping it.
We're not keeping it weekly until next year.
All right. Well,
they're gonna fill it up with a bunch of nonsense till then. So. Bunch of nonsense.
Well, I don't need to play music then, so we
no,
just go,
it's not worth any music.
Hey, we could just go. There's no music that would express.
There's no music
that would express us in the crystal, since we're in.
I don't want that.
I bequeath it to you.
No, I don't want it.
All right.
No.
I'll try to keep it rolling. So Star Wars, boom.
Yeah.
Tell us about it, Janet.
Yeah. Meditation chamber is at 79.
It's a miracle.
I don't know when somebody pulled the next one. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, those S7s, I guess, are going to live forever in that dumb thing.
Jeez.
Something nice. I think I saw somebody it was somebody new on the Facebook group that popped up and said, "Hey, I just got this. What does this do?"
What for this?
Well, yeah, that was number one. They literally were asking, "What is this going to be worth?" And you're like, "How could you know?" I mean, we still got 21 of these things to sell out. Look how long it's taken to sell where they are now. We're going on a good 2 years to where we are now.
When people pull it now, do they still get black?
That's the question. I have no idea. And do they get it forever, or do you get it for a week, or what? The counts on those you would think would be astronomical now. If those people are all still able to go in and pull those anytime they want.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
But they're asking, well, what is this? What is this worth? It's like, well, nothing now, because you can't trade them. And then who's going to be left that even fucking knows anything about this thing when you can finally trade it? I mean, that's the question. Right now, if you look at values on stuff, every single post in Facebook is, "Hey guys, it's Christmas is coming.
Christmas is coming. I need to pay some bills. I'm looking to sell some account, my account, or sell some cards." Everybody's selling. So
Everybody's selling. It's not good. The market's not good. So
it's not good because the app's not good.
So what's a 100 count card going to be when you can? What market will still be there? Honestly, I mean, you gotta wonder what market will be there when that 100 count card is finally tradable. Don't know. They probably would do well to just go, okay, we're going to stop the black card thing on it because we're ending those base. We're going to reduce odds on these things. We're going to sell the fucking things out and make them tradable as soon as they're done and get it over with. Put a bullet in this stupid thing's head.
Freaking charge over there to even pay attention and know that it's out there.
I assume there was a person somewhere sitting behind a computer desk, much like we are here, but then I realized it's all fucking robots.
They probably don't even know that card is still there.
Yeah. Well, I think the specifications actually dropped out of the workbench at one point this week. Somebody had asked about, "Hey, are you ever going to do those other ones?" And they responded by removing them from the workbench. But then they came back.
Ship things?
Yes,
oh.
ship specs.
Yeah,
ship specs. They'll never get back to
the
that.
guy who did that moved on to a new job. Come on, are you kidding?
So, wow, we talked a lot about the meditation chamber just so we could avoid talking about the fucking turd in the punch bowl, which is the new base. Holy fucking shit. Are you goddamn kidding me?
Gosh.
Oh
my gosh.
I can't believe it.
Oh my.
I can't believe it.
For the amount of hype
they
tried to put on this stuff. Like it was going to be, oh, it's so innovative. Oh, it's good. It's going to be so good. Oh, it's going to be so great.
It is innovative.
Innovative shit.
It doesn't look like anything I've ever seen before.
I don't want to see.
Well, no. It reminds me of that movie, Batteries Not Included. You remember those little spaceships? And all the it reminded me of that. And then, of course, it also reminded me of some really, really fun Friday nights that ended badly. The Technicolor yawn, having a little fun there, steering that porcelain bus, baby, yeah.
And then, of course,
I first thought Easter eggs. I thought Easter eggs when I first saw it, and then somebody said toilet, and I was like, God damn it, I'll never unsee it.
No,
I'll never unsee toilet.
They're toilet based. That is what we're going to call them. We're calling them toilet based because that's what they are. They're toilet based in every way, shape, and form of toilet based. They're toilet based.
They sure are fancy. Wow, they do a lot of stuff. They do so much. Oh my gosh.
And when they first dropped, they had the freaking zoom messed up on them.
Yeah, they weren't
people's heads were cut off and it was just bad. And they're like, oh, wait, we're going to fix it. So then, they fix that. It's like, that's not the problem with it. All of it is the problem. The freaking little thing that goes across and moves like a freaking Cylon eye thing going back and forth, and then you got the little swirly thing over here, and you got a little swirly thing over here.
Well, there's a lot you can do with it in your imagination. There's so much you can do in your imagination now, because you can look at it and go, okay, I'm pretending this is the all medical analysis of that character. It's like, okay, testing respiration. It's like, okay, it's now beat, heartbeat, boom, 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 boom. I mean, it's just like
there's no reason for all of that flash and nonsense.
It is just flash. I mean, like literally, we've talked in the past about they should use motion. They should use things. They should do things in this space that you cannot do.
The worst thing that ever happened
in physical.
No, I'm not talking about physical.
I'm saying, well, that's what we said though. You should do things in the space that you could never do in physical. And this is something you could never do in physical, but guess what? You shouldn't. Jeff Goldblum would ask you, did you ever think if you should?
Yeah, you shouldn't. But really, one of the worst things was when freaking idiot little Gucci boy learned about Pixel Loop that you showed him.
She blames us for this. Everybody in the Hoardcast Discord.
And their Hoardcast stuff.
Good job.
Yeah, good job.
We did it.
Because they're like, oh, wow, you can make stuff move on pictures? What? And now every freaking card has got some kind of flashy nonsense on it. And it's all crap. It's all just flashy nonsense of crap. It's like that. You're doing nonsense. You're like a card.
I know. I'm like the card now. It's like me and Ziggy add to the show just by rotating up here. You see how much it did. So they're on the right track, guys. They're turning shit around. They're turning shit around.
Bad.
There you go. It's a really fucking dumb design. I can't believe nobody didn't look at that and go, God damn it. It looks like a fucking toilet seat. How many people looked at that and nobody said, honestly, I can understand politeness in the office. And you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But at some goddamn point, somebody's got to say something before that gets so far down the goddamn road. Seriously, and you got to think, what's the worst they could say? What's the worst they could say? Because that's what they're going to say.
Well, it had to start off with probably just that toilet part. And then they're like, oh, what if we can make the thing move up top? Oh, yeah, good idea, Johnson. What if we have a little swirly thing in the corner? Oh, excellent, Randy. And then, what if we have some...
Everybody got to add emotion? Is that it?
Yeah, everybody got to add some little motion to it. And it's just garbage. I can't believe they hyped this stuff like it was going to be so great. And it's not. It's horrible. It is just atrocious.
I hate them. I wish I didn't have any in my in my stack, and I don't even care about my stack.
Nonsense.
I literally feel like the only thing I want to do in the app now is go in and give those away to new players.
They're just garbage.
So I won't have any, and I keep like a fucking idiot. I go, claim pack, boom, open the claim pack. There's those fucking toilet seats coming at me. God damn it. Seriously, man, they're really ugly.
Those are really bad.
They are able, now, I will say they are able to sell a variant in terms of the amount of area that they've given to a variant. We've seen with the 50th anniversary and the purple and the base that there's.
If you want to see
that
variants
strip
of
there-
toilet bases,
that strip-
go to Home Depot, go to the little bathroom section, and look at all the different colored toilet seats you can get.
Somebody already posted that picture in
Same
our
difference.
Discord. Somebody already posted that picture in our Discord. It's all there. It's toilet seat city. So wow, very
toilet
bad.
base.
Yeah.
Toilet base. It's bad. And then, because it's like, they didn't do anything. It was just like doldrums. I mean, it was just,
Very dry for a long
it
time.
was very dry. It was like there were dust bunnies going by. It was, just nothing. Except, we got the daily ship thing happening now with you can get your weekly ship. And
Well,
then
I hope
you got your
everybody
mailed
saved. I hope
nonsense.
everybody saved all their coins and all their space pennies because boy, howdy, are they fucking putting stuff out now?
Oh
It's a lot of
my gosh, it's
content.
ridiculous.
It's a lot of content.
They are throwing everything at it. It's like they just emptied out the refrigerator and decided to clean the whole thing and then just took everything out at the same time and threw it on the countertop. That is
So,
what they're doing.
what
It's
are
just
these?
nonsense. That's what some of that
What is it?
Tatooine nonsense.
It
I don't
looks
know,
exactly
man.
like a wide vision card. It looks exactly like a
There
wide
is
vision card.
so much
So much I've looked at the
nonsense.
thing. I'll tell you, I haven't looked much. Oh, I see now. Okay, it's got like a little sun.
Yeah,
Those
it's
are
the
nice.
Sons of Tatooine. Yeah, it's like one of the 15 subsets
Yeah,
or
I
something.
know.
in
There's
that
so
damn
many
thing.
cards in that. Ah, we'll
Yeah.
get to that. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
we'll get to that. But
Let's
so,
run through the week. Oh!
Well, actually, we got 2 weeks of nonsense.
Okay, run.
So you got your daily ship thing. Then a week ago on Saturday, we had Quotable Vader, which really a bunch of meme bull crap. Then, of course, Card Trader Mondays. We thought they were out of olive base, but apparently there was still more olive base to
No,
do.
we knew that they hadn't got through them all.
I guess I was hoping they were done with.
They were just
olive
going to
base.
stop.
They were just going to stop.
Can
They
you just
didn't.
stop?
And then the Vision episode cards are still doing that. And then they dropped a new player set that you can only get these cards if you're a new account.
Yeah, they do that every so often. They
Every
piss
year
yeah.
now they do that.
They piss off the old
and
players.
they piss off
yeah.
the old players.
Every
So
time.
good job.
Good job.
Well done.
We're all
Well done.
pissed.
And
Ah,
then-
I'm so mad. Arr.
Of course, they had more Fractured. They had Fractured Mandalorian in there. And then, we had the, stunning debut of Purple Toilet Base.
Purple toilet seat.
Purple toilet
Happy
base.
Easter, everybody. Get yourself a toilet seat.
Get yourself a toilet seat.
Happy Easter.
Yeah. And
Those are
then,
going to look great on Easter.
you know what?
I could see them as wreaths, too.
You know what?
As Christmas
they are
lights.
so inept.
They
are
won't.
so
Yeah, they won't
inept,
even do
They
that.
won't even figure
Yeah.
that out.
What are you talking about?
They
Why
won't even, or to make it a wreath for Christmas. They will not even figure that
They
out.
make
That
them
is-
pies, pumpkin
No,
pies,
no,
little jack-o'-lanterns.
Nope.
I don't know.
Nope.
I'm trying here, guys.
Nope.
I'm trying to be creative.
Nope.
Do
They
what I
are
can.
not.
Doing what I can.
They are not.
Trying to-
It's hacks.
Trying to be.
They're just hacks. It's bullcrap what they're doing. It pisses me off.
Seems like it. You don't
Yeah.
like it. Yeah.
So then what else do they have? Oh, they had more gallery.
Yeah, they
with
got me
some
to spend some
gilded.
money. I spent like $20 and didn't
Didn't
get
get jack
anything.
squat.
Yeah.
And then they started this Digital Galaxy Kevin John art thing.
Those are kind of nice.
Those are kind of
Yeah.
nice, but you start off with Embo.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah, I could
And
have
it's a
put a stronger
weekly
start.
thing.
Well, you know what's gonna happen? They'll do like Embo, and then next week it'll be something maybe equal or worse, like Kidster or some shit like that. And then they'll have fucking Ray, and then everybody will go, looking for those older ones, trying to collect those older
God.
ones or some shit like that. You know.
Yeah, so you got that going on. So that
Although the last Ray he did was nothing to write home about, gotta say, pretty bad.
yeah. And then they dropped some nice looking cards, this Living Force set.
Those are the ones those are the ones that should have been the base. What
Why
the
is
fuck
that not the base? Why is
Nice.
that not the base?
Clean, simple,
clean,
plenty of stuff to
simple.
sell in a variant.
Yeah, easily you could just Photoshop and change the background for
I'm
different
sure
variants.
they probably looked at that as a base and then said, no, it's too simple.
Too simple.
Too
Nope.
simple.
Nope.
Let's go with this fucking Technicolor bullshit over here with all the stuff moving around. Let's do that.
It's just nonsense. Nonsense. So you got the Living Force set going on.
Those are nice.
Those are nice. And then they dropped this High Republic set.
Which is, yeah, that's a big deal. People are excited
Everybody was
about
really
that
excited about
content.
that. But it's like a big ass set.
Yeah, they always make them. Well, it's kind of like that one that gaming thing that they did, the Fantasy Flight game. That was huge.
Yeah, so it's like this big ass set with multiple variants. And then, speaking of
Wow,
big
that's one.
assets,
Damn, kaboom! Is that
Sons
like?
of Tatooine. I don't even know how many different subsets there are of this nonsense. But isn't the base like 45 cards or something?
A lot, yeah.
Come on, man.
And they're spent. Their leg just goes through the rest of the goddamn.
on.
I think. I mean, it feels like that's a set that could keep people busy for
Ever?
at least a month.
I don't know. I don't think I pulled some just to see if I could get any of, legendary or epic, and I don't even know if I pulled anything because I can't stand opening a pack now.
Pack
it's
opening
like
is bad.
I open the pack and I hit the X as fast as I can.
I always have.
I
So
don't
really,
want to see that nonsense.
I hate that
With
the
little
X is
thing
all
on the
up in that
bottom.
goddamn top right corner up there. Because
The
again,
whole app is just unpleasant. There's nothing pleasant in there.
everything takes a long time. Feels like everything's very slow. It
It's
slows
all
you down.
slow because they put all this flashy nonsense in there.
You remember that part in the Nightmare on Elm Street where Nancy's running away from Freddy and she's trying to go up the stairs and her feet go through the stairs and it's like glue and it's pulling her. She's trying to get away.
I've never
It's
seen
like
that
that.
movie.
Oh really? Oh well, that's a scary part. And that's what it feels like to use Star Wars Card Trader. And they're Freddy Krueger.
It's
And
just
I'm
not
Nancy.
good.
And they're like, I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy. And I'm like, run away. No, my friends. You killed them all.
It's not good. Just too
That's
big.
me.
So then today we get our Lucasfilm 50th poster set, which
Disney looks like Disney gift wrap.
yeah. Well,
Stuck in
that's
there.
the base. I'm talking about there's the poster set,
Right.
and then there's the base in there as well.
Oh, okay.
You got some fancy.
The
toilet base.
posters are nice, but goddamn, man, seriously, so much border on
So
some of
much
the nicest
border.
looking images in.
So much.
They've done a
border.
lot of these before,
Yeah.
with less borders
Yeah.
and better ways, folks. If you're really hot for posters, I'm sure you can get them for cheap out there from Jen Clark Ruier on eBay for a lot less. Some of those old vintage ones, you can get nice variants that were limited edition that are going to be lower count than this shit for nothing. This stuff is junk.
Yeah. So you've got your poster set out there, which people are already trading.
There's one that was like 50 count on the posters. I
The
think
gold.
50 gold's
The
50
gold
count.
is 50 count, and then the
Estimated
blue,
cost to pull $60 in
the
crystals.
blue is rare, but people are already trading blues for 9 base. So yeah,
well, tears mean nothing.
yeah, exactly. And you got your special toilet base in there. So yay.
And that's what 100 card chase for who's the award?
Saw Gerrera live action.
Man, they've been doing a lot of Saw Gerrera awards lately. They trying to get Adam or something? What's going on?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Yep. And
Feels
then
targeted.
tomorrow they're gonna have some other set, which who knows how many variants
speaking
they'll
of
do this.
Speaking of targeted, our
Oh
poor
my
friend
gosh.
Merv, holy shit, Inquisitorius. And it's all Inquisitors. Well, the Inquisitor is going to show up apparently in the Obi-Wan
Yeah.
show. And so, yeah, Murph's having a fucking week, baby. He's having a that's going to be great.
Yeah, they'll,
So that's Sunday at 2 p.m. and
Yeah.
that's literally the only thing that hasn't come out that we don't know of so far. And we're
I
still
don't
waiting
know.
we're waiting on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like feels way overdue at this point,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah,
Am I wrong? Call me a liar. You calling me a liar?
yeah, maybe.
Well, call me a liar.
I don't
See
know.
what happens. No, I'm not going to choo-choo Frank.
Yeah, so it's bizarre. It's like the Invisible Man or whoever is in charge.
I feel like somebody. I
suck.
think they changed hands again.
You think they changed hands again?
I feel like they changed hands again. They switched seats because there's people
They
moving
do
in.
like a freaking Chinese fire drill thing, and then they just go around and change.
No, but there's people moving into roles like Darren Pepe was like doing art, like original art sets for him. Well, now apparently he's on the design team.
And did this toilet base apparently.
Is he the one that did this?
Apparently.
You did this, Darren Pepe? Did you do this? Did you do this? Look in this toilet, young man. Did you do this?
Yeah.
Did you do this?
Yeah, it looks like a freaking toilet.
Well, I wouldn't be too proud of that one.
Yeah.
That technical
Technological
terror they
There is
created.
not much to be proud of that's being put out there.
So let me ask you this in a general sense. How do you feel about the app right now? How's it going? You having fun?
Nope. I'm going increasingly longer and longer stretches of time even opening the app. and I'm afraid that these poor people that are sending me hoard trades, that they may even expire at some point when I'm like just totally disinterested.
Well, the funny thing to me is what little involvement I have in the app. I do look in from time to time and I watch what's happening in our Discord, and I see things that are happening with people in our group with trades and stuff like that. And it feels to me like there's still people there that just don't give a fuck and are just fucking dicks, and they're just gonna fiddle while Rome burns. They're just gonna be dicks right till the fucking end. I'm just like, man, I'm so tired of those fucking assholes, and I'm so happy I don't have anything to do with any of these fucking dicks anymore. There's so many of those fucking people. I'm just like, every time I see that name come up, I'm just like, don't miss that fucking asshole. Literally don't even miss seeing him in the fan feed. It's great.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just seems like they're just flailing. That's every time I see them drop something new, the only word that comes to mind is flailing. They're just flailing about, dropping set after set after set now, just, trying to make fetch happen, and they're not. And maybe they realize their numbers are down, and I'm
sure they know their numbers are down.
Or maybe they've seen, the secondary market, how many people are dumping the app and dumping cards. And maybe they're afraid that they're going to lose a license, because if they get doing crap like that, they should.
Well, it's not even going to come down to what they do. That's the thing. It's not ever going to be about what they do. It's not like there's some little fucking golden boy that Disney says, oh, you've been good for all this time, so you get to have the fucking license some more. It's going to be about who backs that fucking truck up. And who's got a fucking truck right now?
They ain't got a
Tops
truck.
Ain't got no fucking truck. Seriously, this IPO thing is the fucking nail in their goddamn coffin. When they lost MLB and that news came out, they were like literally weeks away from an initial public offering. They were going to sell stock. That was going to be a big, huge infusion of cash into their company that they were going to use for shit that they've got planned going forward. So what do they do now when they don't have that fucking money, where literally they had to shit can that entire deal, or the partnership that they had formed with this venture capital firm to do this IPO? They said, no, we're done. We'll walk away. We're not even going to have anything to do with you. They're fucked, man. They're absolutely fucked. So when it comes due, whenever that is, and it is every so often, they don't give these things in perpetuity. They come up every so often again. What are they going to have to offer Disney in terms of just straight up dollars and cents for this shit? Somebody else is coming after them. The way that Candy came after them on baseball and is coming after everybody else on football. Look the fuck out. Big guys like that, and it's going to come from the crypto world probably too. These Candy guys are all fucking up in this crypto shit. They're going to have the fucking cash to run all these old guys like Tops out of fucking business. Out of business. That's how it's going to go.
Well, and they just, they don't have vision. They just have no vision. They have no plan.
And it's too late for them to get any.
It's too late for them to
get
a vision. It's too late.
They've literally pissed away every goddamn chance they've ever had. They don't
have any interaction with the player base. They don't care about the player base. They don't, attend to serious issues with the app when there have been hacks or data leaks.
They literally suck in every realm, from physical to
all
digital. Everything that you see. Did you see that thing I sent you? That thing that was going around about some guy bought these cards off them on their website.
Oh yeah, and he got sent an extra card. They tried to send him a thing saying send it back.
And it wasn't just any card. It was a chase card. There, you buy your things and you take your chances. So, I got a regular. Boom, chase card. That's $1,000 card they sent him by accident. So then they had the fucking nuts to send him a letter and say, oh yeah, we're gonna need that $1,000 card back. Guess what, motherfuckers? For all the times that somebody did a redemption card, pulled a redemption card out of a pack, sent it in, you motherfuckers sat on it for 9 months and then sent some other bullshit instead because you never had the shit and you were never going to get the shit that you were given redemptions on. Fuck y'all, Topps. Goddamn, you deserve every bit of misery that you get from your fans and everything in life. I haven't had it with these guys. They've been fucking with me since goddamn Wacky Package is 1973. I've had a long, abusive relationship with Topps. I feel like they really hurt me a lot. So it'll be fun to watch the last bit of that shit slip under. And you know, even when they lose the store's license, they'll still have card product coming out. Get ready. They've got rolls and rolls of fucking stickers.
You know,
yet.
I haven't even made a curated thing yet.
I did one. I did one, and it's called, I think it's like Dak D's Nuts. Just to see if I could. So yeah, it's all my Dak Ralters are in a nice little folder called Dak D's Nuts. That was how much fun I had with that.
Wow.
Yeah. But I got all my Dak Ralters in there. So that was cool.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a Hux one or something, or some of my good Leia and Padme.
It's sad that you have to like force yourself to be engaged. So you have to literally like,
Yeah.
oh, let me try to find something. And that's what I did for the longest time was,
well,
let me
if
try to
it
do
were
this. Let me
not
try to do this. Oh, can I collect
for
this
the
set?
if
Can I
it
chase
were not
this
for
thing?
the hoarders, because you know I'm still doing Huxes, and I'm doing toilet Hux, which you know I don't even care about completing the base sets. I'm just probably just gonna just take whatever. Just give me the Hux same color. I don't care. But if it wasn't for the hoarders, I wouldn't open up the app. But you know, some of these people, they are so dedicated, and they're like, you know, doing multiple steps of hoarding to get their stuff.
Somebody was asking me in chat the other day how many what I thought the numbers were going to be on these new monuments with the preposterous easy requirements, and I was just like, man, it's just no telling. I mean, those wave threes are going to be
those
ridiculous.
wave three. They're going to have to put motion on the back, so it's a scroll.
Yeah, they're going to have to scroll those.
It's
things.
going to have to scroll the names past because
it's a
everybody is doing them.
Or people will just say they just don't give a fuck about it. Like, I have no idea what's happening to their revenue or what's happening to traffic. I have no feel for what's going on in the apps in terms of how things are going.
People may not even remember by the time they get around to monuments.
Well, that's what I say. I mean, in my experience with selling stuff has been in the fact that I've been selling off like literally anything I could in my collection. And there's stuff in there. Most people have no fucking idea what that is. If I post on Facebook, hey, this selling this for this price, in years past, people would have been like, holy fuck. Now they're just kind of like, I don't even know what that is. They have no fucking idea, most of them, what they're looking at.
No.
And they haven't come around to looking for anything older except inevitably, you know, Reflections, Vintage, you know, stuff like that. Some of the big names, but that there's so many other really fucking amazing, cool sets that people just have no idea about. Weird variants and history. It's kind of sad. I mean, as much time as we've devoted to this podcast, and others have as well, and folks that have given to the hobby over the last few years, to see so much history and so much really interesting and fun stuff just kind of drift away through ennui and decay. You know, just complete loss of momentum. It's sad.
They lost Joe-mentum.
They lost all their Joe-mentum.
Yep.
It's sad. Okay, so do you want to talk about any shows or anything?
We finished Foundation season 1.
We did. We just finished it last night, and apparently there's already a new that we kind of got into that. It was a slow burn for a while, but it was kind of fun by the end of it. I liked it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like the end, there was a thing that happened where I'm pretty sure I gasped out loud, didn't I? And that one thing happened?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That was what? We knew it was going to happen. We just didn't know how.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah, it was a surprise. But then, then something else happened. It was like,
what?
Nightmare Fuel.
It was so sci-fi, really.
Yes, very much. Like
very sci-fi.
A routine basis, I would comment. I'd go, well, that's fairly sci-fi. Because it would just be like a scene of somebody like walking away from a spaceship up a hillside to an alien artifact. Yeah. And it was beautiful. And you're just kind of like, Oh, okay. Well, that's
Oh,
really
yeah.
science fiction-y. Yeah.
And the production value was just
gorgeous show.
ridiculous.
Gorgeous
exactly.
show.
Gorgeous.
And everybody was working real hard. There was nobody,
Gorgeous.
nobody seemed to be phoning anything
No,
in. I loved
no.
that one villain woman. I'm really sad that they killed her
the
off.
Huntress?
Yeah, she was awesome with the black
she
eye
was-
and everything.
oh.
God damn, she was really cool. Hardcore,
She
nasty
was
bitch.
Nasty.
Bitch. I loved her as a villain. She was fantastic.
Yeah.
And she, yeah, I mean, like, she reminded me of the villain. They have, you haven't watched, what is that one that, dang it, The Expanse. Have you watched that yet? Oh my gosh, you gotta watch The Expanse. They have, the villain that they have now is like, he's like a Cartagia level villain. You remember?
Yes.
That delicious scenery chewing, majesty. They have a guy just like that. And that Huntress chick, she had the same kind of B5 villain level.
Huh.
She was great. I really liked her a lot. But there's a villain, they have some good villains on there. And they have a couple people on the Expanse that you think are villains and eventually you just fucking love. That are fantastic. That turn out to be really great characters that are not villains at all. That's a really great sci-fi show.
No, so was Foundation.
Yes, it was. Foundation was really cool. Yeah,
And the Empire guy, Lee Pace, he's just ridiculous.
yeah.
Just, totally acting his butt off.
Well, I mean, he's so good like that because he was like the Elf King and everything.
Yeah,
he just does haughty. He does haughty very well.
Very well.
Oh, well,
Very
it's nice
well.
to see that you've agreed to soil my chair.
Yeah.
He's very haughty. That is the word.
Yes, haughty. He does haughty.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
And then Curb Your Enthusiasm is back, and that's fun.
Gosh.
So painful to watch and so fun, and just oh my gosh! And the formula for that show is so great when they do it really well. It's interesting to see how different directors. Who directed the show last week that we watched? Because it was shot very different. It was a lot closer. It wasn't as many medium shots. There was a difference in the cinematography. I noticed it was really strange. But that show's great and hilarious and painful to watch and has so many fantastic guests and stuff on it.
And they do that thing where it's like they build throughout the whole episode.
And then the whole thing gets knocked over at the end. They build a house of cards and then somebody comes through and pulls the whole fucking thing down. It's great to watch. It's really fun.
So funny.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It was a good one this week.
And then I haven't really been to any of the Shang-Chi, which is on Disney Plus. Fucking tastic.
Like that.
Man, as much as I was really let down by the Eternals, I love Shang-Chi, and I almost wish we had seen it in the theater. Because it's really fun. That fight on the bus.
On the bus?
That's crazy. So good. The whole thing is just a blast. Did you see
the tweet by the bus driver?
No.
About analyzing the bus scene?
No, I haven't.
It was on Twitter. It was like this thread, and it was like this bus driver, and he was like commenting like on where they were passing in the city, and the bus, oh yeah, it would do this, and oh no, he really shouldn't be doing that. And it was really good. Like even I think the Shang-Chi actor even like ended up commenting. It was like, this is awesome.
It was fun. I was really surprised by Awkwafina in that, and how they used her very lightly for comedy relief. Very lightly. I was really surprised. I thought she would just be gawping and gaping and carrying on throughout the whole thing. I didn't
expect that she was going to actually be heroic.
Yeah,
and
played it really straight
and
had a lot of agency and was really a lot of fun and got to do stuff. It was really cool. I was really very pleasantly surprised with how they used her, and I thought she did a fantastic job. I loved her.
It was delightful. I really liked it because it was like, I have no idea about
that. And then Trevor.
Oh, Trevor.
The fact that they fucking pulled out Trevor and stuck him. Where the hell how did you get him back? And that's so fucking great. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Really fucking cool. Just a delight all the way through. It was really fun.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Really cool shit. And then we had they had weird shit like fucking Wong fighting the Abomination and some goddamn underground street fight in Shanghai or some shit. I don't know where the fuck they were doing that at. It was crazy. There was weird stuff going on.
There was weird stuff they didn't even bother to explain.
No, they just literally like, this is happening and that's just in the background.
That's just a thing that happens now.
We do that now.
We do that now.
It was fun. That was a lot of fun. Really good movie. So if you got Disney Plus, you probably already watched it. But if you haven't, hey, check it out. It's fantastic.
Check it out.
Yeah, check me out. So now we're just on the kind of the countdown. Next week is
Hawkeye.
Thanksgiving, and we got shows coming. When does Hawkeye start? Soon.
Next week?
Yeah, it's like, is it like right before Thanksgiving? Cool. Like Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, kick ass. All right. Well, that'll be great. So we'll talk about that next week. We should try to get one of the Scuttlebutt guys to come. We should get Daniel to come on with us again. We haven't had him in a while. It'd be fun. Okay.
But did we ever have him on to talk about Loki?
No, we said we were going to, and then we didn't because it didn't end. We thought we were going to be talking about a series finale, and we did. It was just like, oh yeah, I guess we'll talk about it next season because it's still going to keep going. So that's fine. I look forward to a longer, better discussion.
Yeah, well, there's like fixing to be like a lot of stuff to
Oh,
watch because we've got Hawkeye we're going to be able to watch. We've got Wheel of Time we need to check out.
Yeah, I got to look at that.
See what Amazon's doing there. You know,
Probably spending a lot of money.
All the money. Well, that's all they do is spend. They have a lot of money though because they're spending tons of money on Lord of the Rings.
Good. I hope they do. I hope it's good. I hope it's not just beautiful garbage.
No, I don't.
I don't want beautiful garbage.
No, this will be great. This will be great.
All right. Well, I guess with that, we look forward to seeing you guys in the future. We're going to try to keep it weekly, but these days we'll see how it goes.
Depends.
Let's see how it goes. So with that, arrivederci.
Bye.
We are Legion.
We are all.
We are one.
We are
Watching.
We are one.